Hey guys, this is part 2. I decided to do a little chit chat rant, but we'll do it outside. We'll do it on the outside. There's not much light because it's sun's going down. Hopefully you can see me without much glare. Okay. So what am I going to complain about today? The dog that lives across the street. I opened my back door. Now, there's a small room on the back room. When I open my back door, there's a room back there. And I open the door, and there's this big bulldog. Big dog standing there. I'm freaking out because I'm terrified of dogs because I was attacked when I was 15 and chewed up. Way back then, it was like 1980, maybe, around 1980. And a dog, a big husky, attacked me on my way to school early in the morning, and it was it was bad. It was in the paper and everything. People got sued, animals got put down because he also attacked his owner. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that. So there's this gigantic dog, scared me to death. I finally got my blowhorn because I got two. And I blew it. He went running out the back door. And the funny thing is he was able to open the outer door with his nose and ran out. So when I got to that part of the door, I grabbed my water bottle because I have to have a spray bottle for the cats. So I'm spraying to him to get, and he gets on our road. We own the driveway. It's a driveway that we built like a road, a cement road. And I'm spraying him going home, and he went right across the street to his home, the new people. And I'm like, okay, once I finally calmed down from having a heart attack, he had been running our cats all over the place. And I don't know this dog. I just know that I'm terrified of a big bulldog. So the next day, he's running after the UPS truck driver. Not the truck. When the guy got out and tried to deliver a package, he's running this guy back into his truck. The next day, he gets a hold of the mail person. Same thing. The mail lady came to bring a package over there, and he's running the mail person back to the truck. And it's ridiculous. So, yesterday, I'm sitting on my porch, enjoying the cool because it was overcast and it was cool for once. And I heard the neighbor woman scream, and she's freaking out. And the dog was over there chasing after her kittens. So after that fiasco ended, something's going to have to be done about it. I'm not all about having people's animals taken away, but somebody needs to have a talk with them that in our area, in this area, your dogs, and we've had fatal attacks by pit bulls, and they have to have this in Florida, they have to have a fence, a 6-foot fence, probably wooden, put up, or they have to be chained where they can't get off. You could put them on a runner. Okay, we've had to do that. So anyways, that was one of my rants. Another one is we got a renter who advised us she's going to be leaving for 2 months to go take care of a dying relative. And I'm like, well, who's going to be paying your rent? Because bills still have to be paid. Your things are going to be over there. You're going to have electricity running. You got a refrigerator that stays on. You got a light that stays on. somebody's going to be paying the rent. And she's like, no, if I'm not here, I don't have to pay him rent. And I'm like, no. If you're living in on our property in our rental, you will pay rent or you will move before you take your vacation. Okay? So now we're going to be dealing with this. So I think she's about to bail and take her little vacation and think that it's going to be okay. Unfortunately, when you're a homeowner and you have renters, you got to deal with the BS that comes along with it. Kids are screaming next door, fighting as usual. And I know what they're fighting over. The addiction to cell phones. It's horrendous. Take those phones away from the kids if you don't want them addicted. Good luck. Good luck. I hear a whole lot of doors slamming. That's so full of drama, it's retarded. And, okay, whole lot of drama going on here in my own household. But that's what happens when you have adult children still living at home. And believe me, I get it. I was an adult living in my parents' home. But they got old, and they needed people to take care of them, so it was convenient. I've been here for 30 years. The house is falling apart. We've had nothing but rain for like 6 days straight. So it was pouring rain in the back porch. I've got buckets and everything everywhere. Anyways, I'm not talking about that. So, then, oh, here's my Hummer. Perfect timing. I just put new juice out there this morning. I love how it always works like that. When it comes to animals, with me, things always seem to work out perfectly. Except my little Peanut, my Chihuahua. One night he was fine, perfectly fine. And this was 6 days ago. No, sorry, 6, 7, 8 days ago. And in the morning, the next morning, I noticed he was laying in his bed. He didn't come out to get breakfast. So I waited, figured maybe he had a toothache. Noon comes and he still wasn't moving out of his bed. And I thought, okay, let's see what's going on. I go pick him up and he yelped. And so I'm looking him all over and I don't see anything. So I carry him a different way. I brought him outside and stood him up to see what I could see. And his back legs were wobbling. And I thought, oh, great. Has to be Friday where there's nothing available, so we're all trying to figure it out. By then, it was too late. Everything was closed. Saturday went by. Sunday went by. Monday morning, I took him to the vet. They didn't look at him, x-ray him or nothing. They gave him a shot in his back hip, a steroid shot, and gave me medicine, anti-inflammatory pain medication for him, right? Takes twice a day. Told me to keep him down because he has a herniated disc. And I thought, okay, that's fine. Well, that night, even though he was in my room, that night he crawled out, crawled to every room, making a mess everywhere because he was just trying to get out. The next morning, I woke up flabbergasted. Took me an hour and a half of cleaning, bleaching, scrubbing, getting him cleaned up, and I realized he's not really moving his back legs anymore. They're kind of intertwined and all that. So the vet says he could have ruptured that disc and he'll be paralyzed. And I believe that's exactly what happened. So he screams if you touch him around his hips. I can lift him up by his little backside. Try to stand him up, but they're not working. His feet will drag. So it's like now I have a paraplegic dog. The vet told me it would cost thousands and thousands of dollars to fix him. But because he's 14, he's already went past 2 years of his life expectancy. And he could die in surgery. He can have complications after surgery, still croak. And he wouldn't live very long past that because he's going to be in pain all the time, you know. And I'm like, so what you're saying is that dreadful decision that we all have to make, which I said I would never ever do again. So this is my mom's dog, right, that I take care of. I don't know what happened to him. He never fell. He didn't fall down the stairs, didn't get injured. He's a good boy. And I just don't know what happened. He just was, something had to have happened. You don't just wake up having a herniated disc. Something had to happen. So now I'm watching him, and I have to carry him, and I have a bad arm and shoulder. I have to carry him out, hold him up, hope that he uses the bathroom, hope that he doesn't get dehydrated. He is eating now real good, drinking, but not drinking as much as he should. I mean, he's scared, you know. He's scared. He finally got sleep last night. He finally laid down and got sleep. And now he's crawling out of his bed, but he's dragging himself. So I have to help him get right back into bed. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't want to see him suffer. Trust me, I'm not going to cry. Because there's so much going on right now. I'm not going to do it. I'll save that because I've got so many health issues. I had to use my doctor money to take him to the vet. So now I can't see my doctor, can't get my meds. I don't need meds right now, so that's good. But then the other renter, the other home that he's mortgaging won't help with the taxes. So now I have to come up with that and finish our overpriced electric bill. So now I'm about to have my home phone shut off, which will include my internet. But I'm looking into a different way of getting internet. And face it, the only people who ever call me on my home phone is people, accented people, who are just trying to scam me. It's bad enough I have to block them on my cell phone. So a lot is going on right now. I can't get anybody to mow the grass. It is like 3 feet high. And I wish I could do it. I can't work in my yard again, and I really want to. I can't get the things done that I really need done. And I'm trying not to go back into my depression mode. Because anybody goes through depression knows how hard it is to get out. And I've been through depression probably at least 4 times in my life. And they were rough. Really rough. But I just don't see no ray of sunshine at the end of my rainbow right now. And I keep thinking the holidays are here. So we're probably not going to have a Christmas this year. It was ruined last year. It got ruined. And it probably will be again this year. But I'm just hoping to get the little girls next door some gifts. I've started already. Every time I see a good discount, I get them little gifts. Because there's no kids around here. Since in 30 years, all the children have grown up and got children of their own. So there's nobody left. It's a sad life. A country life for children can be pretty sad. I mean, I grew up north. I was born in Kentucky. But I grew up in Ohio, mostly in Ohio, and along that area, Kentucky through Ohio. And I was just a little hillbilly. I was a little hillbilly. And I had my little hillbilly southern accent like all my cousins and relatives. And we shared everything. If somebody had a pop, everybody sipped it. Somebody had, whatever it was, all the kids shared it. And they can attest to all that. As we turned into teens, if somebody had a cigarette, we all puffed that cigarette. We all, sipped that same soda, because you could do that back then. Nobody ever caught no diseases, and it was sharing. It was love for your family, your relatives. You had that bond. You had that tightness. And I miss that. Then we moved away. My dad moved us away to try to give us a better life. It was pretty good. But I missed my relatives because they were my family, and I really missed them so much. So much. It was a lonely life for me. I had a lot of friends and stuff though. But I did have a great life. I mean, I'm 60 years old now. And to still be alive for me at 60 is something else. So yay for that. I could talk about my childhood and all the crazy things that I did, but I'm going to end it here. I do have a little ghost story next. Thank you for watching and listening to my crazy rants, because I have nothing else to do. Be good, y'all. Like, subscribe, and whatever else you're supposed to do. Bye.